Hey everybody, it's me, AkashaWolf. My hair is red. I dyed it because, like, I've been so attached to having it brown and stuff like that. I thought maybe it'd be really nice for a change or something. But anyway, it's about time. I'm finally doing the fairy video. I hope you guys are happy. I'm sorry it took so long to do it. But anyway, I think I'm going to have to do like 5 videos for this. This video is going to be about fairies. And the next 4 videos are going to be Earth, Air, and Fire fairies. Okay? So, the first thing I want to talk to you guys about are fairies. So, anyway, there's like all kinds of like different places where you can find fairies. You can basically find them anywhere, outside in nature, and when it's raining, when the sun is out, they're around. Even like, you know, just based from their different elements. Not only that, when I'm telling you this, you guys basically expect that I'm telling you, you know, that you're going to see a fairy. Now the thing is that with fairies is that it's very rare to see a fairy physically, because really they don't have a true form. Lucas, please stop. They don't have an actual, well, they do have a true form, but we don't get to see it. They only appear to us the way we would feel comfortable seeing them. So, how you would probably imagine a fairy is how a fairy would appear to you. Or they'd even appear as a little person without wings or anything like that, just because that's what you're comfortable with, because they do not want to scare you. Not only that, spirits, not spirits, fairies are considered like spirits of nature, basically. So it is very common to kind of get fairies and spirits mixed up in your home. Sorry if the camera's moving. I'm having my sister pretending to be the tripod. Anyway, so yeah, like fairies and spirits, they have similarities and stuff like that, but they're not the same. Not only that, a lot of times you will see a fairy like in your peripheral vision. Maybe you'll see like a little light go by, or you'll see like light randomly somewhere else or whatever, you know, or even just a little bit of movement. That's like different things you may see, including a very common place to be seeing fairies is when you're in meditation or when you're dreaming. And that's how a lot of people do like to communicate with fairies, is through dreams and through meditation. There's also, I've been reading like so many stories about different people and how they would meet fairies. Not only that, fairies are like really good guides when it comes to magic and stuff like that, because they do help aid in a lot of things. And it's even been said that witches do receive their powers from fairies. That there's times when they will enter the fairy world or the other world, and actually leave for many years and learn to do all kinds of things, when to them it feels like they've been gone for like only like a few hours and stuff like that. There are so many places where there's said to be fairies, like, you know, mountains and trees and like forests. Forest is a very good place to find fairies, and also like rivers and stuff. If anyone was ever to go into the other world, or where fairies are or whatever, there's this red fruit that sometimes you'll be offered. Now, my grandmother told me that if you ever went to somewhere like that, never eat the food. But I've also read that, like, don't like eat the food, or just don't eat the red fruit, or any type of red fruit that they have. There's like all kinds of different lore about the red fruit being some sort of a bad spirit or something like that. But they say don't eat it, because then you'll never be able to leave there again, and I don't think you'd want to do that. And if you want to say that, that might not be a good idea, because that sucks, leaving behind everything without even giving notice. But yeah, don't eat anything, just in case, just to be safe, you know, if you were ever to be in that sort of position. Not only that, There's also stories of fairies and people who have mated with fairies, and there's like people with fairy blood. They also call them witches or witch blood. And a lot of times it's someone who's very free-spirited. They'll have like red in their hair, or their hair will be red. Now, I dyed my hair red. I didn't dye it because of the video, but anyway, like, not only that, they're very creative and free-spirited, and they have very pretty eyes, like eyes that can just, like, you know, bring you in. And not only that, they've even said that Merlin or Shakespeare are some who had fairy blood because how creative and mystical they were. And they say that if you have fairy blood and you go along your path, usually you'll probably become a shaman or a witch or someone who's very like artistic and creative and like. So yeah, you guys, that's also where it comes from, witch blood. Not only that, if you're someone with fairy blood and you're not going on the right path, usually you'll feel like you're not being understood by anyone. You feel like an alien, basically. And usually that will lead up to, like, depression and, like, in some ways trying to hurt yourself in your own ways and stuff like that. There's, like, all kinds of things, you guys. I think I'm going to have to make a freaking series about fairies just to get everything down for you guys. But anyway, I'm just basically giving you guys the basics because this is, you know, what you guys want and a very good way to start out. So another thing is, oh yes, so you guys are probably wondering if there's good and bad fairies. There are sort of like very mischievous fairies, and not only that, when it comes to fairies appearing, like I said, that it's been said to be very rare. Now, a lot of times a fairy will appear to somebody who's very good-hearted and cares a lot about the earth and people. And not only that, if they're connecting with you, they're probably wanting you to create balance on this earth somehow. Like, they will basically guide you and basically kind of give you what you need to know to be able to create some sort of balance or do this thing that they want you to do. But there's also that possibility a fairy will appear to you just because you're not a good person and in some way trying to get rid of you. That's the best way I can put it. They have other terms in there, but a way for you to understand is they're probably contacting you to do something about you, because you might be like some sort of really bad thing for this earth or something like that. But anyway, there's so much, you guys. Oh yeah, and a lot of times they don't like to appear in polluted areas. Like, they try to kind of come somewhere that's very like clean and very good in the air and stuff like that. You can sorry if this seems very scattered. It's just I have so much in my head about them, I just can't get it all down. It's just one thing wants to come out and another thing wants to come out and stuff like that. But asking for fairy help. Now, when it comes to fairies, fairies are the type of thing to where you ask for their help for, like, you know, different little random specific projects or specific things that you're doing. They're not like angels, because angels basically help you throughout your life path. Fairies, it's like, I'm baking a cake, can you help me out? That type of thing. And I bet a lot of you have probably read about different ways to, like, you know, attract a fairy and stuff like that by placing out maybe honey, tobacco, or rum, or even like creams or whatever. And probably wonder why they don't disappear. And if they do disappear, then that's pretty good. But the reason why that is because fairies are like essence. They are the essence of Earth, basically. Now, when you are sitting down and you feel the essence of the earth, like you smell, like when you smell rain, because it's just got done raining. Like when you smell rain and when you feel the coolness and the energy from everything, you're basically feeling the presence of fairies, because they are the essence of the earth, basically. They make it like the energy around is basically like them. You know what I'm saying? And it's really nice though. I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting into it now. But yeah, they are the essence of the earth. So when you place something out as a gift, when it comes to food, what they do is they take the essence from the food and then they scatter it on the earth. So when it comes to asking for help, a good thing that would be good to do is, like, let's say you're gardening or something like that, you could ask a fairy for help. Now you say this, you say, you can say, please earth fairy or whatever, help me with growing my garden or something like that. And they like that you acknowledge them. But also fairies are, they watch people, and they kind of don't take it seriously when you're connecting, when you're trying to connect with fairies, which I can understand why, because a lot of times we have TV shows and stuff like that, like Tinkerbell, and then you guys automatically think, oh, well, fairies are like Tinkerbell and stuff like that. That's not how it is, and then that's kind of how they, excuse me, I'm just getting a little dry. That's how they perceive it. They think that you are treating them like a little Tinkerbell or something like that. You can't keep them in a jar or anything like that, and if you were to ever try to do that, they'd be able to escape and they would not like you anymore. They would never trust you again. You have to earn the trust of a fairy for them to even appear to you, or, like, you know, basically come in really close contact with you. And when you acknowledge them, they really appreciate it. And when you ask them for help, even if you're not sure that they helped you, say thank you, because they will really enjoy that and they will help you out. And when you acknowledge them, you have more of a chance to be able to see one with, like, physically. So ask them for all kinds of help with anything. Like, they can help you out with almost anything, you guys. From what I've learned and from what I've read, I've heard that they can help you out with all kinds of things. So I think I might have gotten a good bit down. Not only that, you guys, I'm going to have to make more fairy videos for you guys and everything like that. I hope I did get a good bit down for you guys. And don't look at this video and then think, oh, that's not enough, because I'm going to be coming out with more. The next thing I want to talk about with you guys is the different elements and fairies. So now you guys are probably wondering, how can I contact a fairy? Now, the reason why you have problems contacting, let's say, your spirit guides or fairies especially, it's because you have in your mind so much is going on. As we grow up, we get more on our mind. Our mind and everything gets really fast. We have so much on our mind. Do you ever have those times when you're just, like, basically talking to yourself in your mind? You're like, oh, what am I going to make for dinner? Where am I going to go today? Or what am I going to do today? And you set up this whole list and stuff in your head and stuff like that. That type of thing is what kind of blocks us off from contacting anything. It's because we're moving so fast when everything is so slow. Like, for example, the trees and stuff. I've heard to where once you've slowed down, like, let's say you've been very, very sick, and, like, you're basically sick for almost years. Like, shaman, they actually make themselves sick for a long time so that way they slow down and are able to make contact with everything around them, even the trees. It's a lot of crazy stuff. Now, I'm not telling you guys to try to make yourself sick and to be able to do this stuff. I'm about to give you something that's very simple and easy to do. But anyway, yes, there's so much going on in our minds. We need to slow down and be able to clear everything out. It has to just be us, not different random stuff in our mind, but like us. That's it. Us and the world, not material things or what am I going to do, what am I going to do this and blah blah blah. So this is a very good practice, and this practice will help you with like everything. It will even increase your psychic abilities, your clairvoyance, or anything that you're trying to really get into. If you can accomplish this, you can accomplish everything. That's basically it. Like, it's the basic step to being able to do a lot of things. You'd be surprised on how much you can do, because I had tried this myself and it worked very well. So I've been trying this, and I've been going through like a big time spiritual growth myself because of a recent event that happened in my family, and it's been very dramatic, but it's for the better, you guys. So anyway, to the practice. Now what you want to do is get a candle, any color candle, whatever. You don't even need candle because sometimes people can't get a hold of candles. Basically what you're doing is, let's say you're going to use the candle. You're going to stare into the flame. Just stare into it. Relax. Slowly relax yourself. It's just like meditation. You look into the flame and you relax your eyes. You relax your body. Slowly relax yourself. Relax. Be aware of your whole entire body and slowly relax everything. Not only that, when you're looking into it, think about your thoughts and then slowly make those come out, and let it only be you, your voice, no other thought, just you and that flame in that very moment. Now this may take time, so do this for 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes every day, and you can accomplish a lot. So stare into the flame for 5 minutes every day, slowly trying to block everything out. Now, as you practice this, so you slowly start taking your thoughts out and only being you. Or you can practice without the candle and close your eyes and relax and do the exact same thing you would with the candle, but with your eyes closed. And try not to see images in your mind, like visualizing, but only see the blackness of your eyes, and use that to basically come over you and relax you. So once you start practicing that for 5 minutes every day, you will notice a big difference. You will start noticing things, a lot of different things. So you guys, I hope that helped you out. Check at the end, wait for the video to end so that way you can have some recommended books. I'm going to show you one right now real quick. I'm going to show you both of them, but I'm going to show you pictures at the end. This is a very good one to start out with. It's Working with Fairies. This is a very good one to start out with. It's Working with Fairies by Anna Franklin. It has magic, spells, potions, and recipes to attract and see them. This is a very good book to start out with. You can actually find this on SpellsOfMagic.com. That's somewhere where I like to check out too. So you can find this for sure at SpellsOfMagic.com. They have an online shop that works very well. Not only that, I also have other videos where I show you different products and from SpellsOfMagic.com. So take a look at that, you guys. Maybe I'll have a link below to it. And this is another good one. Working with Spirit Guides. How to make contact with angels, fairies, and power animals. Very, very great book to start out with. Both of these are very good. Has a lot of things on fairies. This is a whole book on fairies. So I think you can find this online or any occult bookstore. Same with this. I don't think SpellsOfMagic.com has this. I'm not sure. But you guys can even take a look at it. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Check out the next 4 videos on the different element fairies. So bye you guys. See you soon.